Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Git Good at Open Transport Tycoon. Now, it's the year 2007 and already for quite a few years a new technology has been available to us, which is monorail. So, in this episode I will convert my entire rail network to monorail. So, we will just select monorail here in this list and we'll press the convert button. We'll make a viewport in the edge of the map. And we go to this edge of the map. And we'll just convert the entire map to monorail. It's that easy. Or is it? Well, if you look here now, actually we trapped all our trains on little pieces of rail. While the rest of the network is now monorail. That's because normal trains cannot drive on a monorail. They need two rails to drive around. So right now we we basically trapped all our trains, making them useless. So yeah, this is not the way to upgrade to monorail. Now, in fact, I would skip the step of upgrading to monorail completely. Now, you may be wondering why would we skip this step. Well, it is true that monorail trains are faster than normal trains. If we look here at the available trains, we can see here, for example, the diesel train. The fastest one is 201 km per hour. We have this electric train we're using now, which is 265 km per hour. Then this monorail train starts at 305 km per hour. And this one is even 337 km per hour. So that's actually quite a bit faster than the fastest electric train. It's, I think it's almost 70 km per hour faster. But as you can see, upgrading from a normal rail to a monorail is not that straightforward. So we would actually first have to send all our trains to a depot. Actually, I will just show you what you would have to do. So we would first have to send all our trains to depots. So let's select all our trains, send to depot. And only when they are all in a depot, only then we would be able to upgrade the rails. Now, we cannot just, when they're in a depot, just replace their wagons, or I mean their engines. So you cannot upgrade this. We cannot upgrade this depot because the trains are in the way. It says we actually need a monorail depot to actually be able to build a monorail train. So in other words, we have to take all these trains and rebuild those in a monorail depot, which is actually a lot of work. It is quite tedious to do. You can copy some of the orders. Okay, build a monorail depot. Now, for example, we cannot clone this train because we cannot buy this vehicle. So let's make a new vehicle. Then we have to select one of the monorail trains, and then we have to build it like this. And then for go to, I think we can. Yeah, we can click the train. And now we have copied this train as a monorail. Well, I have 150 trains now, so we would have to do this for every train. So yeah, you can imagine that it's that this can be quite a tedious task to do. Now, you may think it could be worth just doing this for the extra speed. The thing is that monorail is really only viable for around 20 years. They monorail will emerge around the year 2000, if I'm not mistaken. But in the year 2020, a new technology will emerge called maglev, for magnetic levitation, and those trains are even faster, and that technology will actually last until the end of the game. So yeah, imagine upgrading your network to monorail, then you could maybe use it for around 20 years, and then you would have to do the entire process again for maglev, because monorail trains are also not suited for maglev track. So yeah, that's why it's really not worth the hassle to upgrade to monorail track. Now, if you make a new track that's separate from this network, then by all means you can use monorail track. Probably a good idea to do that. But if you want to upgrade your network, just wait for a maglev track and just upgrade to that. It will really save you a lot of effort. Now, there is something I should mention. There's actually a NewGRF, which I enabled now. Let me quickly put it here. So I made a new map, and here I enabled the universal rail type NewGRF. So what this does is that it adds a rail type to the game, which can be used by any other technology. So it can have electrified trains, monorail trains, or maglev trains. And if you have this, well, of course you could abuse it by just using it everywhere. But the reason this is here is really to make upgrading to newer technologies easier. For example, I have an electrified train here. And if we now want to upgrade to monorail, well, previously that would not be possible. But now we could just upgrade it to universal rail. If we had enough cash, that is. Okay, we would be able to upgrade it to universal rail, like this. Now it's all universal rail. Now we could send all the trains to depots. So send to depot. And then we would just make a rule to replace vehicles. So now we can just replace it, for example, with the monorail train. Now I should probably quickly send it to the station and then send it back to actually get it to be replaced. Alright, now it has been replaced with the monorail train. So yeah, you can just make a auto replace rule so that all trains get replaced with monorail. And now we simply convert the track to monorail. So yeah, having this NewGRF active for universal rail will really help you replace all the tracks in your map with maglev or with monorail. I think I will leave this one active in any further playthroughs, just so it makes upgrading much less of a hassle. Alright, that was it for this episode. I hope you now understand why you shouldn't upgrade to monorail, and I will see you again in the next episode. See you later.